we'll see the winners of 3 straight, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Golden Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pushes ahead for 2, they'll mark it at the 17. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Randall. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going over the top. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Auburn! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge, explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Running to the left. Running into the open space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Golden Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. Fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
He'll run it again. Inside the 30. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Fires to the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Give him 6. Touchdown, Cal! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the inside give.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go right back to it. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They've got a first down here to open the period. The short hands, it's Jones. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Randall. Got it in the middle, it's Hodges. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's not afraid to go deep. He caught it. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 14 to Kent State. For now, it's back to you fellows, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pickup of 5 to the 19. And the Golden Bears want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating you?
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Offense, quick tempo. Out of the gun to give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got a little space. Turning it on. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get 1st downs.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And the Golden Bears are threatening in the red zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. The Golden Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it on first and goal. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line. They're knocking on the door. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand.
Here we go.
They'll try to power it in. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Trying to bully their way in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Randall. He's looking deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fired. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Wants to go up top. Looking left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Tigers will snap it on first and 10. Dropping back, it's Randall. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. The the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Hodges. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Bootleg wants to toss it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Get this drive started from the 29. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Briggs. At midfield, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. It's Randall. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the 1st half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the 2nd quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the 2nd half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And he added the extra point. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coffee. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. starts a drive trying to go up top. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Golden Bears are in the hurry up. Give to the running back. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Golden Bears trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Trying to surge it in.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To the air, it's Randall. Pressure coming, and they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Lets it fly. Pulls it in on the right. Wide open spaces. Touchdown Auburn. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Golden Bears in the hurry-up.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And the Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got his man on the right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. The give to the tailback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
With the catch, it's Need. At the 45 on his way. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Off-play action on first down. Buys a little extra time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Randall. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up by 31 over Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Pulls it in down the sideline. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Trying play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Woodhead. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got his man. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires left. Got his man. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one.
Military stomp, lady.
Gonna look downfield again. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
The Golden Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 6 propane, 6 propane.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Touchdown, Cal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking to throw. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here.
That keeps the score. Auburn, 35. Cal, 19.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play call.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Tight end now in motion. Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Randall. quickly to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Tigers want to move quickly. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They want that clock to run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Auburn! And the pummeling has started. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. He wants to change this route. They'll start this drive with a pass. He fires a bullet to the right. He's got it! That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Rush is on him.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. These are positive signs from a group that needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. To the air on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
But how about that? This team is way up in this game, and they're still taking shots in the 4th quarter. There is no let-up.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Dropping back, it's Randall. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the play fake. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
This is so of Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Finds a man on the left. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. On target over the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The give to the back. Powers through the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Auburn lines up quickly. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off play action. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
To throw, it's Randall. They'll run the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're not afraid to let one fly from back here. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon.